Volume 12 second year arc left the readers with a cliffhanger. The conclusion between Ryuen vs Sakayanagi and Ai no Koji vs Hanami needs to wait until the next volume is published. With the spring break come and the second year arc officially over, the next volume will be the end of some story and the beginning of another. 0.5 volumes are usually filled with slice-of-life stories and set up for the next volume. However, Volume 12.5 will be the most important because there are a lot of critical events that absolutely need to happen, such as Atsuomi arrival and Ai no Koji breakup with K. Let's look at it one by one. The conclusion and aftermath of a special exam are one thing that need to be solved first. This final special exam aftermath is not going to be peaceful because the exam itself is chaotic. With Mizuno expulsion, we need to see how students in the class will react to it. Looking at Mizuno, who still cannot accept her expulsion, there is a chance she will rebel and expose what Ai no Koji did to her. Ai no Koji can defend himself with the fact that Mizuno was a traitor who leaked class information to Hashimoto. However, Mizuno knows a lot about Ai no Koji because she heard it from Hashimoto. She knows that Ai no Koji is not some ordinary student, and that will be exciting if she exposes everything she knows to the whole class. Ai no Koji has already lived his quiet life for 2 years. I guess it's time for him to finally get serious and show how capable he actually is. And if Ai no Koji is really planning to change class, it will be good if he makes sure they know who they are dealing with. Other than Mizuno, Sakayanagi expulsion absolutely needs to be cleared. I doubt she will leave the school, but her exchange with Ryuen and how they will accept this outcome will determine how they act in the third year arc. Is Sakayanagi going to give up just because Ai no Koji doesn't want her? Or Ryuen chose to step down because he felt unworthy? Or maybe both of them just ignore the result and keep pursuing Ai no Koji with way more motivation than before? I bet my money on the latter. Hashimoto also deserves some kind of punishment. Maybe he needs to ask for his class forgiveness. Because of him they lost Komuro, and they also descending to Class B. It will be hard for him to be forgiven, but they will manage it somehow. After everything exam-related is cleared, the next event is graduation. One thing that I want to know is what happened to the private point that the third year collected for the past 2 years. If Nagumo keeps his word, there will be at least 3 students that got the right to transfer to Class A. So far Katsuragi is the only student who ever uses 20 million points to change class, so this will be quite a history for school. I wonder if Kuriyama is one of those 3 students. He started as a promising character who was trusted by Manabu to oppose Nagumo, but gave up without much fight. Maybe Kinugasa already forgot about him, but it will be nice to read his reaction for the last time. And then there is Nagumo. I'm not expecting much from his farewell, but if he really is going to the same college as Manabu, maybe Ai no Koji could give him a message or something. Given that they will have a three-way meeting in spring break, there is a chance Manabu will come back as Horikita Guardian to give him some reply. What kind of reply? Just keep watching. The three-way meeting between teacher, parent, student might be the most important moment in the next volume. With Atsuomi arrival at the school, we may get some info about what happened outside, especially after Noe death and Atsuomi re-entering politics. We still didn't know why Atsuomi decided to visit the school, but it's clearly not for his son. This might be the last time we will see him before Ai no Koji leaves the school, so that will be nice if he tells Ai no Koji why he sent him to the school. I believe Atsuomi arrival will bring the major plot for the third year arc, just like Tsukishiro with his White Room student plan. This might be connected with the secret of Ishigami and Tsubasa. There are also theories going around that Atsuomi wants to meet Koenji's father. If that's true, then we might get Koenji in action for the entire year. Manabu coming to a three-way meeting is something that I personally want. With Horikita managing to bring her class to become Class A, she already fulfilled her goal to become worthy of her brother's approval. Now Horikita is ready for the new challenge to fight Ai no Koji himself. This is just silly theory of mine, but what if Ai no Koji tells Nagumo his plan of changing class? Nagumo relays that message to Manabu, and Manabu comes to school to give Horikita a warning and motivation. If Ai no Koji leaves the class, Horikita will need another moral support, and who can do it better than her brother? It's just a theory. There is a slim chance for it to happen, but it would be nice if it turned out to be true. Speaking of changing class, there is still no hint of when Ino Koji is planning to do it. However, in terms of story writing, Ino Koji changing class before the third year starts will have the best impact and greatest hype for the upcoming third year arc. I believe Ino Koji will transfer to Hanami class, the current D class. With how they suffered defeat in the last exam, Kanzaki could use his influence to collect the necessary points for Ino Koji transfer. The problem is how Hanami will react knowing Ino Koji transferred to her class. Ino Koji and Hanami still have their promise to meet in spring break. After what Ino Koji did to her, it wouldn't be strange if Hanami start to antagonizing him. Ino Koji will never get enough points from Hanami class without her approval, so Ino Koji needs to fix his relationship with her. The most effective way is to date her. It sounds strange, but with Ino Koji going to break up with Kei, it all makes sense. Ino Koji already gave a hint that he would break up with Kei in spring break, 1 year after he confessed to her. One thing that left for him to do is watch his last movie with Kei. There is no way they can continue their relationship if Ino Koji decides to change classes. This breakup absolutely needs to happen, and Kei must learn to walk on her own. The next volume might end with the saddest scene in the entire series, but it's inevitable. Kei already fulfills her role as textbook of love. She is no longer a parasite that clings to her host. She will be fine even without Ino Koji by her side, or that's what we hope.